Okay, let me see. Get my sound camera on. Oh. Hi, Jill. Hey, Brian. Hi. OMG. Kathy, your dog is so cute. Good morning, everyone. Okay. Do you really want to know? My father used to say, be careful what you ask for, baby, because you just might get it. I appreciate that, Jill. And I agree, this is a learning moment for all of us, not just here at work, but for everyone across the country. Very true. Okay. I've been thinking about that question a lot. How am I doing? Sometimes I'm okay, sometimes I'm not, sometimes I'm depressed, sometimes I cry, and just some days I'm paralyzed with rage. It all comes in waves. Like I can't think about George Floyd without thinking about Breonna Taylor or Ahmaud Arbery, and then Tamir Rice and John Crawford, Eric Garner. It's like a tsunami of hashtags and body bags, and the names have just been piling up inside of me. Aiyana Jones, Rashard Brooks, Philando Castile, Michael Brown, Freddie Gray, Tatiana Jefferson, Sandra Bland. The names. So many I've had to swallow. And pray I didn't vomit when I came to work, because, well, that would make the office uncomfortable. As devastating as COVID-19 is, it's been both a curse and a gift. Like not having to come into the office gave me all this, gave all of us a time out. Definitely gave me time to finally just like sit with the pain. Not have to clean it up, not have to perform for you. This quarantine, this COVID-19 mess gave us all time to sit the fuck down and stop moving. Stop being distracted with busy, work. Oh, wait, I'm sorry for cursing. I realized I forgot how many names I had swallowed and was carrying inside of me. All of them just stuffed down in my liver, my kidneys, my colon, my solar plexus, all in my bones coming out of my skin. I even got acne. I never had acne. I didn't realize I had been walking around all this time with all those names, and every time I would learn about another name, another murder, me just snuffed out on TV on loop, I would swallow the name and come to work. So when George Floyd said, "I can't breathe," when I watched him begging that monster for air, struggling for oxygen with a knee buried into his windpipe for 8 minutes and 46 fucking seconds, he kept begging, "I can't breathe, I can't breathe, I can't breathe. Mama." And he cried out for his mother, and I realized I've been holding my breath. I wasn't breathing. I was only taking tiny sips of air, because if I took a deep breath, all the names just fall out. All of them. All the lynchings and burnings and strangulations, state-sanctioned murders, all the pain would just flood the air, and my rage would become a tornado. And I didn't want to hurt anybody like you. I have plenty of white friends that I adore. So I kept swallowing the names and holding my breath for years. Until now. So when you ask me, how am I doing? If I'm being truthful, that's kind of a loaded question because, well, I appreciate the question. I really do. I mean, you didn't have to ask. You didn't have to make that kind of space for me to take up today. And I appreciate the team checking in on me before we plow into business as usual, because it's not business as usual. I mean, the country is on fucking fire, and right now, today, to be totally honest, I'm feeling like a goddamn hornet. So I think instead of asking me how I'm doing, you should ask yourself and each other, what are you doing? What are you thinking? How are you going to change and grow and be different? And how have you been complicit in your silence? I mean, really. How has white supremacy seeped into your psyche and blindsided you with a warped sense of reality and infected your humanity to the point where the names, just all the names for all these goddamn years were just like isolated incidents to you. Just another bummer hashtag that got dumped into a landfill. All of your pity. What a shame that you had the luxury of tossing aside somewhere over there, out of the sight, just out of sight, out of mind, because it makes you feel unfucking comfortable. So now, don't ask me nothing. Don't ask me nothing. Ask yourself, what took you so long? Yeah. You do the work. God damn it, it's time for you to do the work and ask yourself the questions. Figure it out. Because I'm tired. I'm in pain and I'm hemorrhaging with names. So don't ask me, but ask your friends. Ask your fucked up family members. Ask your coworkers. Ask your neighbors. Ask your damn self. How come we are so hateful and fucked up? How did we allow white supremacy to poison our society for so long and corrupt our minds and provide oblivious comfort while I'm over here dying, while I've been swallowing names for hundreds of years? My niece, Helena, she called me the other day crying, and she could barely speak. She said, "Auntie, how come they hate us? I don't understand. What did we do to them?" And I told her, baby, it's in their DNA. It's in their cellular memory. Most of them don't even realize it because they've been living in delusion for so long. It's on autopilot, baby. Baby girl. And I told her, think about it like this. We come from African people, right? Okay, now African people, okay, are the oldest humans on the planet. The oldest bone was found in Africa. So we are the parents of humanity. So think about this. I told her, I said, think about this, sweetie. Over in Africa, we had plush land, fertile soil, bountiful mango trees, hot, warm sun, abundant wildlife, gold, minerals, rivers. Our skin drinks in the sun and does photosynthesis. Now, over in Europe, Mother Nature was not as kind. The early European Neanderthals were in caves. The weather was brutal. It was cold. Crops were not always bountiful. They had diseases, bubonic plagues, and shit. So they were constantly at war with nature, at war with God. So by the time they figured out how to get over to Africa, they see us chilling on the bank of the Nile, eating succulent fruit from trees, wearing gold sandals, cooking meat, playing instruments, smelling like frankincense with the sun kissing us. And what do you think that did to their minds? She said, "Oh, they hate us." And I said, "Yes, baby. Since their arms are too short to box with God, they attack the next closest thing to God. Us." So, I've been thinking a lot about this, guys. Okay. I've been thinking about a lot, and I understand that's a great idea. 10 a.m. tomorrow works.